Okay, so this next part is going to talk about different types of angles. If you had me as a seventh grader, we definitely did touch upon these, at least a little bit. So there's 4 different main types of angles that we're going to look at. The first one is called an acute angle. And an acute angle is an angle with a measurement between 0 and 90 degrees. So, meaning that if you were to put that into inequalities, it would be 0, boom, angle measurement, boom, 90. Meaning that it can't be equal to 90 and it can't be equal to 0. Because, if it were equal to 0, there would be nothing there. And if it were equal to 90, then it would be something else. So an acute angle, an example of one of those looks something like this, where it's that opening is smaller than 90 degrees. And then we're just going to take a second right here, and this blue point right there, that like intersection point, that's your vertex point. It's that vertex where they meet together there. Okay, so that's an acute angle. And then next we have a right angle. And a right angle is just an angle with a measurement of exactly 90 degrees. So it has to be equal to 90 degrees. This is going to be nice and easy to look for because when you're looking for it, you're going to look for the little box. Look for the box. And what I mean by that is when you have a right angle, and if the picture is a proper picture, then it should have that little box there, unless they tell you that it's 90. So look for that little box when you're looking for pictures there. So that's exactly 90 degrees. The little box tells us it's 90 degrees. Actually, let's throw in the little. It means it equals 90 degrees. Okay, so we've got an acute angle, a right angle. The next one is what's called an obtuse angle. And that is an angle with a measurement between 90 degrees and 180. And so again, meaning that it can't be equal to 90, but it also cannot be equal to 180, but it can be anything in between. And that makes sense because if it was equal to 90, then it would be a right angle. And then I guess you can put together what it would be called if it was 180 degrees. So an example of an obtuse angle might be something that looks like, I'm going to draw it in here. Something that looks like this, where that opening here is greater than 190, it's greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180. So it could be something like 160 degrees. Example is only 90 degrees. Or 91 degrees could be an example. Acute angle examples would be something like 89 degrees, or 1 degrees, and anything in between there really. And the last type of angle we're going to talk about in this section here is what's called a straight angle. And that is what it sounds like. Straight, flat, it looks like a line. And that exactly has a measurement of 180 degrees. Lines, straight lines have measurements of 180 degrees. Straight lines equal 180 degrees. Okay, so those are all things you're going to have to keep in mind. And then we're going to move on to angle relationships in the next one.